Illinois Tollway Oasis is a type of commercialized rest area sited over interstate highways that are part of the Illinois Tollway system that opened in 1958.
Oh, you take the highway, and I'll take the tollway, and I'll get there safely before ye.
Why don't you take it easy? Take the Illinois Tollway. When you go shopping or visiting. On the Illinois Tollway, help is always close at hand, and you can schedule your driving. So, day or night. Go where you want to go and enjoy the drive.
Take it easy.
Take the tollway.
The famous Illinois Tollway.
The original 5 oases were built in 1959 by Standard Oil of Indiana on land leased from the Tollway Authority. The architecture was Pace Associates, which stood for Planning, Architecture, and Civil Engineering. Unlike many rest stops found throughout the country, the Illinois Tollway Oasis restaurants are unique highway rest stops built on bridges over the roadway, accessible to people traveling in both directions. Most of them are in the Chicago area. The 5 original oases were built in conjunction with the original Tollway construction in 1959. They featured Standard Oil, gas stations, and Fred Harvey restaurants, and were something of a novelty in the region, becoming destinations in and of themselves for driving customers. Because the Illinois State Toll Highway Commission did not have the money to build the oases, they were built and paid for by the American Oil Company, which operated the Standard Oil service stations and also subleased the restaurant areas to the Fred Harvey restaurant chain. The title of the oases reverted to the ISTHC after the original 25-year operating contract ended. During this initial operating period, the state received 2.5 cents for each gallon of gas sold, as well as 10% of the restaurant's profits. The Lincoln Oasis was added in 1968 and was different from the previous 5 oases in that it was an all-steel building designed by architect David Hayde. The DeKalb Oasis opened in 1975 and was different from the prior 6 in that it was the only one of the 7 oases to not be constructed over the tollway. In the mid-1970s, Howard Johnson's took over the restaurants. One of the oases made an appearance on the silver screen when Carrie Fisher attacks the Blues Brothers at the Des Plaines Oasis in the 1980 film. In 1984, individual fast food restaurants took over from Howard Johnson, with the Oasis on I-90 and I-88 and the Hinsdale on I-294 being run by McDonald's, and the Oasis on I-294 alternating between Wendy's and Burger King. From 2003 to 2005, an extensive renovation program of the Oasis was completed, which involved demolishing the old structures down to the bridge deck and replacing them with new buildings. Where in the previous buildings the views of the highways were blocked by the vendor restaurants, in the new buildings large expanses of glass are used to create a sense of openness and to give patrons better view of the highway. The steel truss design also had greater roof height, nearly 30 feet, than the old buildings, which increases visibility for the Oasis. On December 9, 2009, a truck driver standing at the gas station parking lot of the Belvidere Oasis was killed when debris thrown by an explosion at an adjacent factory struck him. The 6-story factory building was a quarter-mile away from the Oasis. On September 26, 2013, ISTHA announced that the Des Plaines Oasis over the Jane Addams Tollway would be closed in April of 2014. The structure was demolished to make way for the widening of the toll road and the O'Hare West bypass. The ISTHA had proposed rebuilding and widening the Central Tri-State Tollway, the I-294, to 5 lanes in each direction, with a wide shoulder that could be used as a flex lane. Under these plans, the Hinsdale and O'Hare Oasis will have to be demolished in order to make room for a wider road. On September 5, 2018, the O'Hare Oasis closed to prepare for the widening project. The Hinsdale Oasis closed on September 13, 2021 to also prepare for the widening project. Currently, there are 4 tollway oases located along the Illinois Tollway system. Each of these easily accessible rest stops provide an on- and off-ramp directly to the Illinois Tollway, spacious food courts, ample seating featuring panoramic windows, clean restrooms, free Wi-Fi, outdoor picnic tables, a child-friendly environment, fenced areas for pets, and auto and truck fueling stations. The Illinois Tollway Oasis serves more than 10 million people annually and has a total of 99,000 square feet of retail space. So what are your favorite memories of this place? Leave a comment or a suggestion for a future video below. Thanks for watching. Hey, if you just watched my video, thanks for watching. Hit that like button and please subscribe to Eric C. Productions.